Obiano Federal Constituency in Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, thank you for yielding the floor to me. I rise to support this bill that an act to provide 40% of budget to fund capital projects. Mr. Speaker, while supporting this bill, there is a question that this bill brings to the fore. Where will these monies come from? Definitely, we are not hoping to increase the budgetary provisions in terms of money because the monies are not there. But what this bill is going to do for us is that it is going to make us look into the budget processes of this country. Mr. Speaker, like my previous speaker said, we have the overhead and the personnel. Mr. Speaker, we have a lot of frivolous items in the overhead budgetary processes, where you have a lot of, because of this issue of template in the budget, you have a lot of repetitions of a lot of things. For instance, Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Koko,
I just want to pick out one, two, or
both
three,
of you approach the chief
where you have things like printing of security documents. Now, you have in some agencies where you print security documents for about 245 million. And then you now have another one, printing of non-security documents. And then inside that template too, you still have provision of stationaries, which is definitely going to be used in printing of these security documents. So you have stationaries, about 200 and something million. You have printing security documents, about 85 million. In some cases, 200 and something million. You now have another one, printing of non-security documents, about 100 and something million. Mr. Speaker, I ask a question. The printing of security documents, is it different from, are they going to buy new stationaries and every other thing to be able to print those security documents? You find out that there's a lot of repetition. You find out that there's a lot of repetition in terms of when they talk about training, when they talk about maintenance of office furniture. Mr. Speaker, when you get to these offices, there are no kids that are working in these offices. You have adults that work in these offices. And so you begin to wonder why we should be maintaining office furniture every year. You begin to wonder why we should be buying computers every year, when in that same budget template we have maintenance of computers and every other items. So you find out that if we are able to look into these budgetary processes, especially looking at the templates in the overhead, we are going to save even much more than 40% and fund this budget. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for this bill that you have brought. Thank you, honorable colleagues.